You're welcome. I have Mr. Paolo of TGR from Lagos as well. I also have representative of Top and Gary from Ogun State in person of Madam Bola Uchi. All right. I have another proud ambassador from Lagos, Mr. Fantastic of TDR from Lagos, Maryland to precise. All right.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, you're welcome. I also have a leader from Ekiti, in person of Professor Adeusi, you're welcome as well. Madam Toyi. Right. So for people that join us for the first time, please drop your name and the state you are joining us from. You are highly welcome to Top Up and Get Reward. You're welcome. So without much ado, we're already live on YouTube. Please, with loud ovation, please welcome with me Mr. Akibu Ileye, Mindset Coach. You're welcome, sir. You have the floor, sir. Thank you.
All right. Good evening, everybody. And you are welcome to tonight's presentation. We'll begin today's presentation in the name of Almighty Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful, the one that has been our guidance and also our benefactor ever since we were born up till now. And we really appreciate what he has been doing in our life until today, and we believe we'll continue to do that as long as we appreciate what he has been doing. And with his name, we are starting tonight, and we believe for those that are joining us for the first time, to be a meaningful message to them and also transform their life the way it did for many of us. And for those that have been a member and still hoping and trying to get to the top by God's grace, by his mighty power, we are going to get there all together. So we believe and we pray it's going to be so. Amen. Amen. Well, you are welcome, and TGR is a place to be, and we are calling on everybody who desire financial transformation, who desire financial freedom, and who want a peace of mind on a business that can last for many years, for a lifetime. And what TGR is all about is what you are seeing. This is our dashboard. This is what we call virtual top-up. And today is night, as my Oga said, and passively, I was able to make this based on the little network I was able to build. Now, what I'm after is to have one that if with the little I have, I can be making this effortless database. So this system has proven of what it is, that is transparent, it is simple, and it is detailed, and it is automatic. You don't need to be looking for maybe your commission will drop or not. If you didn't touch, if you decide not to touch your commission for 1 year, nothing is going to happen to it because it is your money. The management is not in need of it again. Whatever belongs to them has been taken, and what belongs to you is your own. So,
hello, sir. Sir.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I want to just give a brief testimony about what you just said right now. When I'm coming from church tonight with my family, we decided to went to a mall. And to be honest with you, sir, I have money on my account. I don't have any money on my bank or my account. Let's say the account I normally use for, something like that. So I quickly went to my Top and Get Reward. In place of my wife, I withdrew, wanted to buy some drinks and meat pie for kids. I withdraw instantly to my first bank account, and the money drove. I just withdraw 10,000. The whole thing I bought was just around 7,000 plus. So I just want to give a testimony of what you just said. So any money on your dashboard is as good as money in your local bank account. Sir, thank you, sir. You can go on, sir.
All right, thank you. So what we are saying and what we are preaching is a business that can give you a peace of mind when you are not active anymore, because every one of us, we are getting older every day, and at the same time, we are getting weaker. So our old age is most important, because at old age, you must not have a, what do you call it? You must not be in a double problem. Old age alone is a challenge. And when you don't have financial freedom, that is a double challenge. So, old age is something that is natural. You cannot avoid it. But you can avoid being broke. by building something that will take care of you at old age. So it is not a good thing that you are old and at the same time you are broke. That is one thing we should fight against. So TGR is giving us the privilege that normally we can avoid being an aged person as long as God gives us long life and good health. As we are growing older, we need a lot of money. So getting older and being broke at the same time is a double challenge. In fact, it's a double blow. So we must be financially free, and that is one of the message of Top and Get Reward, that you can build a system if you can strive. For those that are salary earners, you can strive and serve somebody for 35 years or a government organization for 35 good years. If you use the same strength to serve yourself, whatever they have given you in that system, you can times 10 of it if you use it for yourself. So we are not saying you should leave what you are doing, but remember that one day it's either you leave that job or that job leaves you. What are you going to fall back on? That is why you need to build this system. And why? Because it's simple. It's what everybody has been doing already. We're just telling us that we can redistribute this wealth instead of going to certain set of people. And that is why I want to quickly watch this video before we go for the presentation. You must know your why. If it is not strong enough, you might not be able to fight for it. As a human being, God has given us the opportunity to think and to decide for ourselves, because we have to live, not just to exist. Animals are those that are just existing because wherever they find themselves, they just live and they don't have the capacity to think or change their life. Well, as a human being, you can think, okay, today I must wear this dress, this kind of movement I must take, this kind of food I must eat today. And that is why God wants us to be responsible. And that is why you need to define for yourself what kind of life do you want. And the moment you're able to discover or be able to make up your mind that this is what I want for myself, then the life starts making meaningful impact in you. So let's watch this short video within 2 minutes.
You can write everything down if you want to. Be brave enough to write every one of your goals down. But I'm going to tell you something. Life's going to hit you in your mouth, and you got to do this newspaper. Your why is greater than that. And Mr. Douglas, nobody ever got knocked out by Mike Tyson and forgot. It was almost a 10 count. He was stumbling. It was 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, ding, ding. Saved by the bell. Goes to his corner. The whole world is like, that's it. Once he comes back out, that's it. Mike's going to just hammer it. And exactly that, Mike Tyson came out. This kid up against the rope. Listen to me. Many of you right now, life's got you up against the rope. You can't give up. You can't give in. Listen to me. If it was easy, everybody would do it. And if life's got you backed up, I need you to do what Buster Douglas did. Buster Douglas started fighting back. The world was shocked. Goliath has been knocked down. What happened? And they went to Buster Douglas and they asked Buster Douglas simply, like, what happened? And Buster Douglas said, listen to me, it's real simple. Before my mother died, she told the whole world that I was going to be Mike Tyson. And 2 days before the fight, my mother died. Buster Douglas had a decision to make. Mother died, he could die with his mother, or he made a decision, I can wake up and I can live for mom. And he knocked Mike Tyson out. Simply because his why was greater than that fight. His why was greater than defeat. His why was greater than his trial and his tribulation. And I'm telling you, if you don't know what your why is, and your why is strong, you're going to get knocked out every single day.
Yeah, we must discover our why. Why do you want to succeed in life? And the way things are now, you know, in this Nigeria or present situation of a thing in this country, things are not getting funny. So when the life is hitting you, you have to hit back. That what can you do to better these challenges we are having? Because as you are giving excuses that, oh, because of this, some people are making use of that excuses and they are thriving and they are succeeding. So if your why is strong enough, why do you want to be successful? Is it because of your children? And today, when I was told about the school fees of my baby, which is just 2 years and some days, is well above 100,000, I was like, what are you going to teach this boy for 100K. But you know, that is just, I must not deprive him of what he deserves, because that is one of the purpose of being a parent. But believe you me, if I don't have the strength, I have to look for a lower or a lower cadre, or probably a Jeliosimi, as they used to call it. But thank God that I choose this platform. Thank God that I said yes to TGR. Is financing all the things that I must think of. So what I'm saying in essence is that because I know I want the best for my children, that is why I'm not giving up for the past 4 years. Now, by next month, I'll be 4 years with this company. February 4th to be precise. So if I can do this for 4 years, anybody can also do the same thing, and even better, because we have put the ground softer for you to come and explore. Now let's go to the business of the day. Anyone who joined us for the first time today, maybe the first 5, you can help us to name them down, and we are going to request for their number, maybe a giveaway for them. And also for those that are joining, they are already a member, but they are coming to Zoom for the first time, maybe another 5 as well. So we have a token to share with them. So let's go to the business of the day. Telecommunication is the new oil well. Whether people believe or not, it is, because this is something we cannot do without. Salary is always a problem. And that is why we don't want the burden to be too much on salary. Now imagine somebody who has been taking 50,000 for the past 3-4 years, even when a bag of rice was less than 20,000 naira. How do you expect that person to cope with a bag of rice of 50,000 or more now, and with other things coupled with it? School fees is on the high side, because almost every now and then they increase almost everything. We are not saying you should leave your salary, but we are telling you to do something that will make your salary to be relieved of this burden. So if your salary is only, is your only source of income, then you're just a step away from poverty. Why they said this is because when your salary stops for a few months, you know the kind of pressure you are going to be under. So why do you want to now put yourself? Because one thing about job is that there's no certainty about the job. Anything can happen to the job. There was a lady, that is a friend of my wife then, when she had an accident and she was admitted in the school, in the hospital, she was given a sack letter while on sick bed. That is one thing about job, because she has to be replaced. So when your job is your salary is the only thing that gives you money, what if you don't have the chance to go to job or anything happen to that job? Then you will start struggling. That is why we say you must have a plan B, something that will be there even when you are not active anymore, not even for immediate, but when you have to leave that job for somebody else to continue. You must create your own plan B, because if you don't find a way to make money while you are sleeping, you have to continue to work until there is no more life. This is why, or the reason behind all these elderly people struggling to do one menial job or the other, Okada, Marua, Mikra, all sorts of things, even gate man, because they must eat. They didn't play while they were young, but the only thing they miss out is that leverage. And that is what TGR is giving you, that you can make money when you are sleeping, so that you not just be sleeping and be snoring and you are spending. You see, spending is something that is natural. The moment you wake up, you keep spending. Nobody will teach you how to spend, because as you are brushing, doing all sorts of things, you are spending already. But when you want to make money, you want to earn, you must learn how to do this. You don't need to learn how to spend, but you must learn how to make money. And that is why we are introducing you to Top and Get Reward, the best online mobile solution provider, to give you opportunity to make money from what is taking money away from you. You have been spending all these years. My MTN line will be 20 years by April. And this is the certification that we have for Top and Get Reward. It is only company that has NCC certificate. You can make your own research. And this is what stands TGR out. A legitimate company with a legitimate process. We don't do anything backdoor. We go straight, because we are government compliance. This is the only company that is doing this kind of business with NCC certificate. And we also have international recognition as well. We are not just national certification. We don't have only just national certificates. We also have international one. And so far, there is no other one. This is our CEO being recognized by immediate past former Minister of Communication, Issa Pantami, for a government to be able to identify a company, you know that company is not a small company because of what? We have that integrity and we have what we call genuity. And also, this is the letter that was given to us in 2020 by the same minister, Issa Pantami. And recently, just a month ago, a month and 2 days, we celebrated our 50th anniversary. And this is our CEO with also former Minister of Communication, Barrister Adebayo Shitu. So to see top dignitaries being identified with a company, you should know you are in the right place. That is why you should have rest of mind. You should be, in fact, you should be enjoying and have that peace of mind that you are in the right place. No other company has this kind of dignitaries being identified with them. And so far, TGR is the only company who has spent 5 good years in operation without any challenge, with the grace of God, because we know TGR is a divine business. God has used many people to sustain TGR, and that is why, because it is his own business, because it is divine, and I know why I'm saying this. So look at the former Minister of Communication and many people that were celebrated during our 50th anniversary. You can see check 750, 5 million, and many more. So you are in the right place. If you are seeing this check, it shows that you also can also collect. It's not just meant for those that have collected, that when others are coming, they will have nothing to see or to fall back on. So TGR is designed in such a way that even many years to this time, those that are still joining will still qualify and enjoy. We are a dedicated company through which the hidden financial treasure of telecoms get to people to gain their financial freedom, because these telecom products, it is a gold mine for those that are seeing it, because it's a sector that will never be saturated or expired. Data is the fastest selling commodities all over the world because people consume this product per second without thinking, without blinking. You keep using, you are listening to me, or probably you'll be watching this later because you have data on your phone. In this generation, you need 3 things to be successful, or let me say to be wealthy. And fortunately for us, we have 2. The third one is what many people are missing, and that is the right information at the right time. Leverage is what deprived these elderly people of not having financial freedom because they didn't play while they were young. And with this leverage system from a platform that is genuine, TGR, then you should know that you can be wealthy within a short period of time once you understand that, because this says if you don't understand the word leverage, you are going to remain average. Since 2020, it has been proven or even established that telecom overtakes oil sector contribution to GDP. Since 2020, that's going to 4 years now. And you can see the number of people who have or subscribers in millions. So this is the reason federal government is tapping from this wealth. Every time you make call, you know the message you receive. Look at the amount spent in just 9 months by Nigerians, 2.6 trillion naira on data airtime within just 9 months. And this will continue to increase because these younger ones that are still coming, they will still make use of the internet more than us. Now we are giving you the opportunity to position yourself the same way this our former president is enjoying this leverage since MTN started. When MTN started then, how many people were having MTN SIM card? But he has a foresight that very soon, many Nigerians in millions will be using the same MTN. And this is the same vision you should have with Up and Get Reward. That today, we might still be not up to 500,000 or low, but very soon, we will be in millions. Where are you going to be by then? That is the kind of vision we should have with Up and Get Reward, that in the next or nearest future, you will be swimming in millions without much effort any longer, because you have built a system that will pay you for a lifetime. Our mission is to become the largest and most reliable distributor of telecom products and wealth building opportunities to Nigerians so that we can be able to live our dream life. We have reduced unemployment rate in Nigeria, according to our CEO, and definitely it is, because for me, I'm not looking for any job, and we have many other people who have been liberated, and many will still be liberated for not being a slavery to white-collar job, because it's like being caged for life. It's only when they're about to retire, they will now be thinking outside the box that what next after retirement, we shouldn't wait for that. We have a uniqueness that make us to stand out. Different ways you can fund your wallet. Auto and manual funding is there. You can recharge any amount. You can just make your withdrawal, just like our co-host said, our host said, Mr. Shola the Classic, that he made a withdrawal and instantly he was able to buy something from, there are some platforms they might think or say that they give you percentage, this and that, but whatever they are giving you, you are still going to spend it back for them. Whatever you make on their platform, you can't take it out to use for another thing. But in TGR, if you make millions, we don't expect you to spend the millions for airtime and data. Withdraw and make use of it for personal use and enjoy yourself. We have other ways to compensate our members, and our product is something that you are already using. You don't need to think of what next, how to sell this, how to sell that. Is something that is working already. You have been using for years. We are just telling you that you can use it in such a way that you are going to benefit immensely from it. This guy, what he's doing is exactly what people that are recharging from their bank account is doing. Just a minute. So sorry for about that. You see, anytime you are making use of your bank to recharge, you are enriching the bank more, just the same way this guy is feeding these people. And what TGR is telling you is that turn the spoon around and start feeding yourself. Instead of making them richer by recharging, why can't you be using a TGR portal and be saving something? If this guy is feeding himself for the next 6 months, you can imagine what is going to happen to his skin. At least if he's not as big as them, he will be a bit having a bit flesh on his body. That is what, because these banks, they are not just doing this for the sake of doing it. It is because they are making money. It's not about whether they like what they are doing or not, as long as it's going to give them money. So how do you want to make money? What do you need to do to get started with Top and get reward? What you just need is virtual top up. The same thing that is being integrated on the bank system that make them to recharge, or for you to recharge without any hassle, is what TGR is saying. You can have a personalized one for yourself, courtesy of Top and get reward, and start converting part of your expenses back to your pocket. And you don't need million, half a million, even you don't even need 100,000 to start if you don't have to up to that. With as low as student package, which we don't want anybody to be left behind in changing their story for good. So some people might think 10,000 is too much for them to start. They can start small and grow. Each and every package has their own benefit, and you can climb the ladder little by little till you get to the highest package, and you can upgrade anytime. This is how we pay our members in percentage, level by level. And this is where TGR stand out and allow members to make money at old age when they have built very massively and deeply. You can see from level 6 to level 10, it is 1.5%. And the number of people that used to be here, because even if you are working in powers of 10, imagine the millions of people that will be at level 6, at level 7. So when you're able to build from level 6, or let me say from level 1 to level 10, and you don't make much money from level 6, then it's like you are working for somebody else. And at this time, you might not be able to monitor the system again because you have built deep. But in Top and get reward, we are not going to deprive you of that effort you have put in. You will enjoy massively, because that 1.5 is a lot in terms of the numbers that are there. And again, if you have built to the level of 50, you have upgraded to level of 50,000, and you're able to build to this last level of level 10, you will enjoy transaction commission from level 1 to level 10. It's not going to stop along the way, because this is the reason why you are here. A business of a lifetime that even when you don't have strength to work again, you keep enjoying what you have built on. We have 4 ways to make money in this business. And as you are growing with them, you make money. The moment you sign up, you still make money, because you have given an opportunity that you can connect people with. Normally say we have 2 categories of people with Top and get reward. The first category is those that just want to be recharging and making something back from their transaction. that they might say enough is enough. I've enriched all this platform. Let me start enriching myself, but I can't connect. You are welcome. You still be making money from a transaction anytime you do so. So when you come with any package, you still get 10% bonus, and also you get a point value, which eventually can turn to hundreds of thousands to millions if you are concentrating on building. So from registration bonus, from registration, you have gotten 10% bonus from airtime and data. Imagine for 20 years, you have been using your SIM card and you have saved 2% for that 20 years. It's a lot of money. The amount many of us have spent on airtime and data, if you look at our bank account now, we don't have it sitting there and looking at us, but we have enriched some people by doing this little by little. Now imagine what we are going to spend between now and the next 10 years. Is going to be so massive and so alarming, because the rate at which you are burning data now is more than when you started using Android phone. I could remember then my first Android phone, there was no, I think WhatsApp was just starting then. It was to go. That was the order of the day. And how much data is to go consuming? How many apps are there? Out there then. But now you can imagine almost every now and then apps are coming out, and you have to see what is going on there. And as they are doing, your data is burning. So which means the next couple of years we'll be spending more on data. 10 gig can disappear within 5 days. Some people, I think, subscribe more than 20 gig in a week. It depends on what they are. So which means our life is surrounded by this intermin. We are being in this system that we can't run away from it. You must be on the internet at least most of the time. So the second one is for those that say, okay, I have people I can connect, make sales to. If that is your choice, you can also make money when you are selling. That little money you are making as a profit goes a long way. And the third one is connecting, which is marketing program. This is where we meant of saying we want to redistribute wealth among ourselves. And if you see people that comes together to form cooperative, it's because they want to help themselves. So also we want to form a community of millionaires through telecommunication. And this is what we mean by connecting others. If people can be patient to work for 40 years, why are they not being patient for 3 years to build a business that will sustain them for the rest of their life? So Top and Get Reward is telling you that the patience you have for your work for 30, 40 years, just spare about 3 years. Even if it's just 50% of your time to build something that will eventually take care of you for the rest of your life, and your children can also inherit this. Do you have a laptop or a smartphone? Can you afford 10,000 naira to start? Do you know 5 people who buy airtime and data often? Can you spare just 30 minutes daily for the first 30 days? This is for those that want to make wealth. If you're really in need of money, then can you answer these 4 questions? If this 4 question is yes, then you are good to go. From building, you enjoy 22% referral bonus instantly, and as many as you can. If you want to work with 10 people, 20, 50 qualify for incentive. So this gives you the opportunity to maximize connecting people. In other platforms, some people might think, why not 40, 40, 20, or probably this plan we are having for people that understand the sweetness and the benefit of this, it is the best, because you don't need to be watching which leg is working, which leg is active. All you are after is just to make sure you accumulate PV. And we don't restrict that. Probably you can't have more than 5 people. If you connect 100 people, you get more PV faster. And when your 100 is doing the same formula with you, because at the end of, by the time you have 500,000 PV, that account cannot qualify or engage or have any incentive again. So what will be left for that account is referral commission on upgrade and also transaction commission. So once you now have the chance to build wide, instead of 3 or 5, you're able to build 50. Now imagine what will be coming from these 50 people, because you have already maximized these 50 people that comes in, because all their PV will count for you too. So you won't need more PV to waste, because after the last incentive, that account cannot enjoy any incentive again. So what will now pay you, because when you have built massively, extend your wings by spreading, instead of having few people, you have 100. In fact, this our platform, this our plan is the best for those that really understand. It is not even about now, but what you be enjoying for a lifetime. Because if you are being restricted to just 3 legs, you will be narrowed on the money you are going to make. But when you have the grace to bring as many people as possible to qualify for incentive earlier, then you still enjoy the transaction commission, even when you are given being 1.5 from level 5 to level 10. Look at this, what we just did, a simple analysis of what you can make. Even if you are doing 10 by 10 at level 5, you have had more than point value that is needed to qualify for 21,750,000. That is for just 13,000. By the time they upgrade, you won't even get to maybe level 3 before you qualify for the whole incentive. So this is 5,000 by 10. You can even see, even with 5,000, you are the one that might be on 50,000, and you are building with 5,000. At level 5, you still have more than the PV that is needed to qualify for the whole incentive. By the time they upgrade, you qualify faster. And this is 50,000. You can see at level 4, you have gotten all the PV that is needed. By the time you are building with 100,000, you don't even need to get to maybe level 4, just little of level 4. Now imagine you are building with 20 people. You are going to make massive money and you qualify for incentive faster. And also from transaction commission of your team member, 0.15% every time any of your team member is buying Glo. And when it is M10 and others, you get 0.1%. And when you are getting this from hundreds of thousands, not even a million, you can see what you'll be making on daily basis and monthly basis. And the same way this man is enjoying, we've mentioned it before. Look at this man. Those that doesn't understand the power of that little. This guy is a beggar and he has pure water factory. He has 4 buses. He built 4 houses. He has many wives and he has traveled to Holy Land about 4 years. So there is a lot in leverage. You can earn between 10,000 to 100,000 on daily basis if you build to that level. It's possible, and we have leadership program. 120,000 for leadership bonus. You're able to have 10,000 PV in a month. And those are the people that have enjoyed it in the past, and others are still coming because I know it's still coming back. And when you have this accumulative PV, because before you can have this other leadership bonus that we call cumulative PV, you must have at least 10,000. I mean, you must be on 10,000 package. Excuse me. So once you're on 10,000 package, it allows you to build and to accumulate point value from your team member up to, okay, before that, we have those that we celebrated on our 5th anniversary who qualify for mini traveling incentive, 250,000 naira. You can see them, see their faces, and most of them joined just last year. So which shows our platform, you can qualify for incentive if you know what you are doing. You can see them. And when you have cumulative of 25,000 PV, you will be given 750,000 naira. And we see people that have qualified for that. So others are still coming. We are still going to celebrate many people this year as well, because many people are getting closer to these 750,000. And look at Mr. Obed Ikechukwu. He has proven that this system, if you know what you are doing, you can even get multiple awards. So he was able to qualify for 2 traveling incentives the same year from 2 different accounts. And look at our Queen's daughter. You can build for your children as well. This is our Imam Ghazal. Age is not a barrier. And this is also one of Elijah's son. I mean, one of his children. That is his, her son. And this is Madam Kike Bangoye, a retiree, but not tired to build wealth around telecommunication. And when you have 100,000 PV, the company give you 5 million naira. Those are the people that have qualified and they have enjoyed. By Elijah bought 2 cars, Sienna and Venza. And when I got my own, I was able to buy the ride I'm cruising now, courtesy of Top and Get What. The first time in my life, I will buy a car on my knee. And this is a business that allowed me to earn 7-figure income. So that is why you see me so passionate about the business, because the system is not tired of giving me money. I won't be tired of collecting it as well. This is our Prince Ernest Okonko, who also completed his house from the money he made from Top and Get Reward. And it's another person who have qualified for the 5 million naira. And for 6 million naira, when you have 250,000 PV, the company gives you 6 million naira. See my upline, one and only Sheikh. And also, I was able to also get to the line because I'm chasing my upline bumper to bumper. Alaja is also getting closer. She has less than about 3,000 PV to also qualify for this. So once you are not tired of making money, you keep making it in top and get reward. When you have 500,000 PV, the company give you 10 million naira. My goal is to be the first person to qualify for this incentive in top and get reward. Anybody can overtake, or you can decide to. It is allowed. If you're lucky to get large number of people, you just arrange them widely, and before you know, because overtaking is allowed in TGR, it's not mocking the work, babu the chop. All your earnings are instantly calculated and paid into your e-wallet. You can get your money instantly in your bank account. You don't need to wait. Those that qualify for mini traveling incentive, they were not selling wallets. They got alert instantly. So to get started, or to start or to sign up, you just need to tell the person that shared this video with you or invited you to this Zoom that you need a referral ID, you want to get on board and also claim your money. If you do today what you did yesterday, tomorrow will look the same as it does today. Don't think the same way you thought, or maybe your thoughts in 2023. Don't let it happen this 2024. No grief for poverty, no grief for procrastination. You must do something different in order to get a different result. We're having a challenge, 90 days challenge that we are already started. And this is what we want to do to at least 10 million naira within 3 months. And this is how it happens. Because if you don't see the money in your mind, you might never have it in your bank account. It's not a cause. You must have the money in your mind first. You see, there is something that is already in my mind that I said I want to achieve. And each time I'm thinking about that, I'm getting closer to achieving it. That's the power of mindset. Your mind is like a magnet. It attracts everything that you are thinking about to you. Sooner or later, you are going to have it. This is what we mean by fantastic 20, that I want you to make 10 million naira from 10,000 within 3 months. If you're so aggressive that, okay, this month of January, you must get your 10 people on board with 10,000. The company will give you from their registration, you make 41,800. And you have 400 PV. You must upgrade immediately before your 20 affiliates, your 20 team member will now bring their own. So if you're able to upgrade with 30,000 out of the 40, you will be on Ruby, which is 40,000 package. That will allow you to enter your level 4 in terms of point value. So when you're 20, your following month, which is second month, making 60 days, to have their own 20 each, you will make 190,000 from their referral commission, and you have 8,000 PV there. When you're able to build, at least this, your second generation also continue to build to the third generation. The total number of people that will be there is 8,420. And you will have made 3.8 million from their referral commission. And because you're on 40,000 package, the PV of 160,000 will also be yours. So what this one stands, if you calculate 3.8 plus 190 plus 41,000, that is about 4 million naira, right? Good. By the time you are on 160,000 package, you have already qualified for both traveling incentive and 5 million naira car fund, which is 5,750,000 without upgrading. And there is no way your first set of people that you introduce will not upgrade when they are bringing their own people, because they will not want to lose the PV as well. So when they upgrade, you can imagine what you are going to get. So you make more. That is double of the money. So when we say 10 million in 90 days, this is what we mean by that you can build aggressively. I was saying that I want to start my TGR to this year, and I've gotten my proposal letter. About 50 is what I want to distribute. But Alaja said I should give her 20, that she's not going to be looking at me to be making the money alone. So everybody has the grace to make this money. You see, TGR gives everybody equal opportunity. So if I have the 30 pieces of the proposal and I'm able to use it effectively, if out of the 30, I was able to get 15, result from 15, you can imagine what that 15 can produce. So when you are ready to put in the effort, you are going to get the result. And I'm not going to stop at 30. 50 is what I want, and I will make use of it effectively. Churches, organizations, anywhere, schools, because we have many schools, and they are just resuming. Before they know, this January, they say now 100 days. But it is meant that 100 days are for those that didn't prepare. If you prepare very well, you know, say it is just a normal day. So the breakdown of this fantastic 20, what you can make, you can see the amount. When you add it together, 41,193.8, that is 4,031,000 naira. And this is for Quora package on registration, the PV, incentive, and 10,000, you can get 120,000 if you meet it in a month. And from this, you get this. When you add all this together, 5 million, 8 something with 4 point something, you can have that. By the time you go to 50,000 package, that is crazy. At level 3, you have qualified for all the incentive in top and get reward. And also, you can see how the money is. It's a lot of money, about 40 million naira. You become what you believe. You believe you can make the money, it's all yours. Me, I believe I'm going to make it up. Everyone is a millionaire. You can either have millions of cash or millions of excuses. Choose your millions wisely. Thank you very much for listening. We'll entertain questions from here. All right, Mr. Shola, over to you.
Thank you, Michael. That's wonderful. God bless you. You always show up all things and follow. Thank you. Right now, have the floor. Do you have any questions for them? Right now. Just pick up your hand with the help of the chat box.
Your voice is not up, Mr. Shola. We can't hear you clearly, please.
All right. Thank you, Mindset Coach, for that awesome presentation. And I believe people have questions for more clarity. So if you have questions, can you hear me right now?
Yes, it's clear
all right
now.
Thank you. So if you have any
questions, we have chats. I don't know if there are questions there in the chats.
I will go through the chat right now. Okay, now Mr. Balogun said, I love this business presentation. Then please, can we have the recorded version of this business training? Yes, you can have them on our YouTube channel, Top and Get Reward Limited. That's the handle on YouTube. And we are also live on Facebook as well. You can get it there, copy it, and then you can see it for yourself and probably share with others who that you want to pass the opportunity to, you want to share the opportunity with. So if you have questions right now, please use the chat box to raise up your hand and you will be allowed to talk. Thank you. And I believe you have another leader on this call. You might want to say one or two things. Alaja Toibat Adeosun, our one and only TGR Queen, please. You can unmute yourself. You have some additional information you want to pass across. Thank you. Any question before we still have other things we want to do tonight? If you have questions,
yeah, those that are here for the first time, please. The first timer. Do we have them?
I'm yet to read. I think I saw someone.
Okay, somebody, Pastor Henry. He said he's here for the first time.
First time,
okay, help us to note him down and give us your phone number with the network.
Pastor Henry, please drop your network provider, your number, and network provider. Please do. Thank you. If you are joining for the first time, please, you can raise up your hand or probably drop a message on the chat box. We have a token for you. And if you have not followed us on our YouTube, do where to follow. You'll be the first person to know anytime we are online, or probably have new information to share with you. And we are live on Facebook as well. Subscribe for us, our channel on YouTube, and also follow on Facebook, Top and Get Reward Limited. Okay, we have one hand already. Okay. Please, sir, unmute yourself. Let's have you.
Okay. Pastor Henry. Okay. MTN, I guess. Yes, I think that is MTN.
Please unmute yourself. Sector BF7. Please unmute yourself.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma. Good evening, sir. Thanks for the training.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate, sir. It was quite educating and interesting too, sir. Hello, can you hear me, sir?
I said, do you
I
have
hear you
a
loud
question
and clear.
for us? I just want to appreciate.
Yeah, I really appreciate your training, sir. Thank you
All
so
right.
much, sir. May the Almighty continue to increase you in wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Amen. Thank you.
Yes, sir. You're welcome, sir. All right, I don't have anything to say again, sir.
All right, let's give another person another chance.
Okay.
Thank you.
If you need to register your account, probably this week, you also have access to our gift for tonight. You can just raise up your hand from the chat box. Probably you want to drop your, from the chat box as well. From Elijah Toyabat at Deos. If you need to register your account, probably you are here for the first time. We have
somebody, Mommy Empress. Let me quickly address Mommy Empress is asking a question about Mr. Shola, please. Mommy Empress is asking a question about this e-pin. I talk about it on our office training today. You see, TGR is a fintech company that what they deal with this service provider is just a VTU. And these, our customers, our members are requesting for PIN, which the management think that they should need to satisfy their members or our members. And this is what makes TGR to approach all these service providers. MTN, in fact, they are still on that because they are telling us that we are going back instead of moving forward, because this is like you are asking the bank to give you PIN now, recharge card PIN. It's not possible to get from the bank because bank also are fintech company. Like other platforms that are using this, that they are recharging, you don't get PIN from them except those that have started with PIN before this VTU started. So when we approach Glo, what they gave us as a condition is that, okay, we will give you, but that is why you see the code we are using to recharge is different. If you generate PIN on our platform and use normal code, it will not go. And if you get Glo from other platform and use our code, it will not go. So it is because Glo is, they said, okay, if we are to give you this, we'll give you 7 days or something, because it's like we are dragging them back and say, okay, we are going to comply with you, but we give you a condition as well. So we are the one to know what to do about this business, because this is what Glo give us. We don't have power over them. We are just helping them to sell their market, and whatever they give us is what we accept. If we are the one generating the PIN for ourselves, now we can decide to make it 1 month validity. But this is Glo product and they have power over it. So that is what happens. It's not that TGR is the one that is dictating when something will expire. It is from Glo, and there's nothing we can do unless we not sell Glo PIN again.
Any other question before we call it tonight?
Any complaint you have on our platform as a registered member, you know the first thing to do is to lodge a complaint. Go to your support, go and raise tickets. TGR has provided every opportunity, every means to make this business so easy for us. The same way I understand this business in and out, you can also understand it in and out as well. I took the business as my own. That is why you see me talking as if I'm the CEO. Because I know it's my business, I'm the CEO of my own business. So if you see it the same way, you will understand your dashboard in and out, and you will not have any challenges. You will know right from the time you have started with TGR, you will not lose a dime in TGR. If the transaction is not going or didn't go, they will refund you. If it is not coming immediately, raise a ticket. It's going to be refunded. So you don't need to panic or be asking this question over and over again, because you know the first thing to do is to raise a ticket, and then you can decide to move forward. So that is what happens. It's not that TGR is the one that is dictating when something will expire. It is from Glo, and they have power over it. So if you see it the same way, you will understand your dashboard in and out, and you will not have any challenges. You will know right from the time you have started with TGR, you will not lose a dime in TGR. If the transaction is not going or didn't go, they will refund you. If it is not coming immediately, raise a ticket. It's going to be refunded. So you don't need to panic or be asking this question over and over again, because you know the first thing to do is to raise a ticket, and give them 24 hours maximally. It won't be up to that, but that's the worst that can happen. That before they will attend to you, unless you don't follow promptly or you don't know how to check a response, because sometimes they will have replied you, but you don't even know how to check the response of admin. That is why we normally have a back office training every Thursday. You want to make millions in the business, give that business 1 million attention.
Thank you, Mindset Coach, for that explanation. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Any other question before we call it tonight? We want us to unmute you.
Those that are saying they are first time out, I can't get all of them. Can you help me to get? I think I've seen about 5 names now with number. I only got 2.
Okay, we have Adetayo.
Other network for the pin, there's no validity, there's no time frame. You can recharge and generate and load anytime. It's only Glo, and that is why we normally put it on our dashboard. Any other network, you can load anytime.
So we have Adetayo, Iyabo, Solar, Adetun. What's your provider? The number you drop. You see MTN or Airtel. The number you drop. Then we have another person, Aishat, Mikai, Makai. So we have MTN number. Mr. Kim, have you seen that?
MTN number. I only have 2 with me. The Sheila Adit Turner. Let me try and see if I can quickly save the number. 0803538.
You can do it right now, so you can acknowledge the card. You can do it right now, so you can acknowledge it. Let me try. Then we have Oyedoku GA 9 Mobile.
Thank you for being part of this presentation tonight. We love you all because without you, there is no us. But I want us to do something for ourselves. Let's tell ourselves that we are tired of our present situation. We want to move higher. We want to move more. Be more than get to another level from where we are now. Because if you are not tired of your position is tired of you. You are not tired of your situation, your situation is tired of you. You are not tired of your problem. Your problem is tired of you. So up there is much space. Let's get there and enjoy ourselves. God give us the grace to elevate ourselves by giving us the ability to think and act wisely. So TGR is here for everybody. It's like a wealth, like a well of, for me, now who's are the, I'll keep drawing as much as I can for registered members.
Right. I think we have another person on the chat box. We have Tebitokwe Ojomon, MTN. Mr. Akim, are you with me?
Yes, I'm seeing that one. That's it.
Okay.
0.
Then what about Mr. Peter? Aniet Thomas.
No.
Okay, let me snap. I think I've sent some to.
You said?
We have
444. Adetayo Yabo. Okay, let me see that one too. Yabo Sola. 081.
After Yabo Sola.
81. 6774.
From Facebook, people said, are you not giving them something? From Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Hello, Mr. Ibrahim Usman, MTN 0703429.
No, I can't take it that way. Please, you will send it to me later, please.
All right,
Help me
all right,
to write it down and send it to me through WhatsApp. From Facebook, at least we can get about 2 or 3 from there as well. At least to compensate them for being part of the presentation.
But I'll send some to Alaja, so you won't send twice.
I will forward it to Alaja as well, the one with me, so she will cross-check.
All right, good.
All right, so as we had this Zoom, we can transform our finances within short period of time. This year, 2024, should be our year, the best so far. Why? Because we want to be intentional about making the money, not just thinking about it. And once we are intentional, action will follow and we are going to achieve the results. If we know what we want, to get it won't be a problem because we have already identified what we want for ourselves. For me, I have set a target. I've set the kind of goal for myself, what I want to make this year. So everybody can do the same. TGR is a blank check. You just write any amount you want. You must be ready to do the work so that you can get the result. We are not a Ponzi scheme platform, no return on investment. But what we have is what can pay you for the rest of one's life, of your life, if you do the necessary thing that you're supposed to do. So thank you. Have a wonderful night. See ya.
All right, we have come to the end of tonight's presentation. Thanks for everyone that joined tonight's call. And for the first time, please get back to whoever that send you the invite link and so you call on board and start earning from all your recharges, and you can build a massive wealth through Top and Get Reward. Thank you. And if you do within 90 minutes, you are going to have your own testimony like all that. From my end tonight, it's a good night from here. I remain my self, Olushola Oladimiji, the classic 40. So let me allow you to unmute yourself and greet your invite. See you inside. We have meeting immediately after this call for all the Dream Achievers 90-day challenge. Please, let's go in. Our store is actually waiting for everyone. Please, let's go. Bye.
You are.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
you for inviting me.
Meet your invite.
Hello, CCP Olayinka.
I am
Thank you for inviting me.
Good night.
Thank you.
Victor,
for inviting me. Good night.
Everyone, thank you.
Thank you for inviting me.
Good night.
Hello, you done.
Good night.
Thank you, Professor Deusi.
Good night.
Good night.
Good
night, CCP Bless you all.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. So can you say good night from here?
Good night, oh.
Good night.
Good night.
Have a restful night. Happy night rest.
Good night, sir.
I agree. I got my juice from Port Harcourt.
Good night, oh. God bless the queen.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
My
Good
prof.
night.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm grateful for always being there for me, sir. Good night, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Yes, sir. Kilo phone is here. Hello, fẹjọ́ ẹ̀sùn. Ṣe meeting. Ọlọ́run ká kó mi yọ.